Press ignite, everybody. As you can see, I'm in the car driving. Just going to close the top so we can be a little bit more quieter here. I had to pull outside the highway so I can get on the call. All right. I think we got this. Okay. Who do we got on? So we're going to have a little chat today about leadership, MLM, longevity, being able to make it in this industry, how you do that. Because I've been talking about this stuff for about 35 years. And I find that very few people get the message. And even the ones who get the message, whether it's they don't understand the importance or whether it's they feel they want to be the only ones, or maybe it's ego related, or they don't seem to do a good job passing the message to their own teams so they can duplicate their success. And the formula to success in MLM is a very simple one. So tonight we're going to talk about that. What do we got here? I see people are jumping on board. Let's see. Hello. I left office late tonight, and I'm actually rushing to do a whole bunch of things. I got to get back to the see what Cyrus the Great is there with his friends. I have to go to my other house first. Western Oz and some friends are there. And so this is it. And here I'm on the call, right? So there is no such thing and being too busy to get business done. To begin with, I don't have to be doing these calls. I do it anyways. I love giving back because I understand one of the secrets to life is to give back. And what happens when you give? Put in the chat. What happens when you give? You receive, right? So there are people who are much bigger than me. And when you take a look at the quantum physics aspect of that, they brought a lot more value. That means they gave a lot more than I did. And I also know people who don't give anything. And I'm telling you, they don't get much either. So it doesn't mean that all people who don't give are poor. Then that's not true. I know some wealthy people that don't give anything and they're still wealthy. But the only reason why that happens is because their business that got them wealthy, the business serves a lot of people, not themselves personally, their business. So at the end of the day, there's only one formula to making money, and that is what you get paid. You want to write this down. When you get paid is the value is equals to the value of that you bring to the marketplace. So you get paid equal to the value you bring to the marketplace. It's one of the things I learned 25 years ago. What that means is a $1 billion company brings a lot more value than a $100 million company brings a lot more value than a $1 million company. In our compensation plan, if you're making $1,000 a month, you bring more value than somebody who makes $100 a month, right? Because more and more people in your organization buying products, benefiting from it, making money. So the more CV you generate, that means the more value you bring to the marketplace, the more money you make. I mean, so if you don't make a check, that means so far you haven't developed a team to bring a lot of value to the binary system to create a check. Some people make $5,000 a month. They do a lot more value than someone who does $1,000 a month. And we've got people who make $50,000 a month. Then they bring a lot more value, right? So the calculations are simple. The formula is pretty simple. You get paid the value you bring to the marketplace. So one of the things I want to talk about tonight, I mean, and this is a 100% stat, you got to get this. If you have any hopes and dreams to make it beyond the masses, the 1%, the 5%, not the 95, not the 99, then you have to understand this concept. In order for you to get to that highest, you have a dream to get to the highest, especially in MLM, you have to understand what you do in MLM. See, in MLM, people think that, well, the more products we sell, the more money we make. Well, mechanically, that's true, but that's not how it happens. That's the result, right? That's the result. Or somebody would say, well, the more people I recruit, the more money I will make. Well, again, compensation plan, mechanically, that's true, mechanically, but that's not how it happens. That's not what makes it happen. That's the result. That's not the cause. That's the result. So you don't focus on the results and say, well, once I get this result, then I'm going to make a lot of money. Well, yeah, mechanically, that's true. But what's the cause of the result that makes you a lot of money? That's the part that people are missing, right? You're not going to sell a lot of products unless you know how to do that. What does that? You're not going to recruit a lot of people unless you know how to do that. And what does that? So in MLM, although the compensation plan responds to product sales and recruiting, that's the score, right? It's a scorekeeper. That's a score. But what causes that is that you got to understand, for you to be able to make a lot of money in MLM, you understand you got to build an organization. To build an organization, some people will join you because they like the product and they'll use it. And you make some money. Some people will join the business because they understand the business. They buy a package, they buy an LAP, and you make some money. But either one of those, they're not going to make you rich. Either one of those won't make you rich. What makes you rich is that someone who continuously buying your product and sharing it, and someone who's continuously, when he joins a business and buys an LAP, someone who stays active, sustains, and keeps on sharing the opportunity. So it's not selling the package or selling the product, it's maintaining the sales of the package and the product and creating that duplication. So the formula to making a lot of money is that we don't move people, we don't move products, or we don't move packages. What we move is people. We move people. We move people from where they are to the next level. We move people to where they are to where they want to go. That's how you make a lot of money. This is how you make a lot of money, by moving people. So how do you move people? But how you move people has very little to do with the product or the package. How you move, because it doesn't matter. If someone with FOL or someone with an LAP is exactly the same person than they were before the FOL or LAP, because it's the same person, same set of skills will get you the same type of results. We want to move people to more than what they are, become a better version of themselves, give them some new skills. You can't say, I want to get rich knowing what I know now. I don't want to add any more things. I don't want to learn any more things. You can't say that. It's ridiculous, right? People have to understand the product is a foundation. The compensation plan is a scorekeeper. But at the end of the day, people buy you first as a human being. People buy you first before they buy your product and your compensation plan. So what you need to do is move people to that next level mentally, move people with their skills, move people to become better, because as Jim Rohn says, you want to get better. If you want to earn more, you got to become more. You want to get better. You want things to get better. You want things to get better. You have to get better, right? For things to get better, you have to get better. He doesn't say you want things to get better, your life, your car, your wife, your husband, your kids. He doesn't say if you want things to get better, you remain the same. It just doesn't work like that. For things to get better, you have to get better, right? For things to change, you have to change, right? So I'm going to have you guys give me about five seconds here. I want you guys to write in the chat group, so far, what's empowered you from our discussion tonight? So I'm at home, but I'm with you. Here's a good lesson for you. How many of your people tonight said, I'm busy, I can't get on a call? I could have done that. I'm here. How many of you have missed calls because you thought you're busy, it didn't feel like it, your favorite show was on? Well, that doesn't make you better, does it? That keeps you where you are. And where you are brought you to where you are. I'm telling you, if the things that you don't like in your life, if you want it changed, you need a profound actions and change in you. You have to intercept yourself, your actions regularly, because how you are brought you to where you are. I still do this, by the way. I would tell you half a dozen times a day the things I feel like doing, and I'm like, that's not conducive to my weight, my body, my business, my car, whatever that thing is, parenting, whatever that is. Now, how about this? How many times that I don't feel like doing something, but I know I need to do it. There are times I don't want to go to the gym. Let me tell you a little secret about me. When I was 31, I was ripped. I mean, I have some pictures. It was taken for Sports Illustrated magazine. I was ripped in my 30s. In my 40s, literally, I don't mind saying this, I became a buffalo. I became so big. Some of you guys are old enough to know. I was building this company and I became so big. I was a big guy, right? Face. If I showed you pictures now, you're like, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Like, I don't mind saying, I tell myself, Remy became a buffalo. because of, I had a million reasons. I had a million reasons why you do it that way. I mean, I was working 16-hour days. I was business. I couldn't go to the gym, eat late, all these things, right? In my 50s, I'm turning back to normal, which is my 30s. I've lost a lot of weight, feeling good, body's feeling good, all this stuff. So I could get up on some days and say, I don't feel like working out today. I intercept myself, right? There are things that, my son's here. It's summertime. He goes spend the week with me. And he's with his friends at the mansion. I had stuff at work. I could have said, I can't go to work because my son's here. Now, I came to work because him and his friends had stuff planned. They were going some places. But I could have stayed home. I could have gone with them. I said, no, I got stuff going on at work. I'm going to go to work and I'm going to go back to see him. And he's at home, with his friends and his mom. At the end of the day, I'm there. I'm here with you. And I'm heading there next. So you got to become more, you got to change. And all of this comes with, as some people like give it different names. They say, okay, leadership, right? Leadership, he's a leader, or she's a leader, whatever. A lot of people say that. All right. So that's true. Leadership means that you take actions, right? You take actions that an average person cannot do. You set the right example, right duplication for your entire team. In this company, I know how important that is. When I built 4 multi-million-dollar businesses as a distributor like you, before Opulence, I built 4 multi-million-dollar businesses. And with those 4, again, I was a leader. We created 6-figure income earners. We created millionaires, right? And here finally, those opportunities were taken away from me. So I decided to start my own company. And that's Opulence Global. 18 years later, here we are. It's about creating leaders. That means you got to become one. You got to become one because you duplicate yourself. You can't say, it's not a type of business where you say, don't do as I do as I say. That doesn't work. You got to lead. They'll follow you, right? So we made it easy for you. We come up with this QP program, the host program. Because a lot of people say, I love to become a leader. Because I know in order to build a large team, I need to be a leader. That's true. In MLM, you're going to make a lot of money, you need a big team. Let's face it. Let's repeat that. In MLM, if you want to make a lot of money, you need lots of customers and lots of distributors. You need a big organization. And to build a big organization, you need to show some leadership skills. It's not anyone can be a leader. Anyone can be a leader. It's not hard. Some basic skills, right? Just don't be who you are. That's it. At this moment, not you as a person. At this moment, your habits have to change. Habits are habits. Habits is like a shirt. If you wear it today, don't wear it 6 months from. You can change your shirt. You can change your habits, right? The habits that you have has brought you to where you are. If you want to get to a different place, then you acquire those habits. In this company, we give you all of that to put a silver platter and give it to you. For leadership, the foundation of success, we created a QT program. Let me tell everybody, I don't care if you're in this business 1 day or 18 years, you need to be on the QT program. That means you become a qualified trainer. The 3 steps to that: 1, you become a host. Be able to host this call, Zoom, 5 minutes, you got it. 5 minutes, you know what 5 minutes is? Easy. That's what 5 minutes is. Easy, right? So you learn because everything is done electronically worldwide. We're a global business. We give you a global platform. 5 minutes on Zoom, you're building worldwide from home. How amazing is that? $4 million compensation plan you can do with your smartphone. What I'm doing in my car, on my driveway, anyone can do it. I'm demonstrating right now. 5 minutes, host, done. Second level, QP, qualified presenter. We got a PowerPoint, right? Practice it. It's about 30 to 45 minutes. You do it 5 or 6 times with your upline partners. You start doing some of your own one-on-ones. Then you submit your tape. Boom. You're a QP. That means now in our corporate event, we're gonna, we recognize you as a qualified presenter. Now there's some rewards program attached to this. We get to that later. Now, you also want to look. Remember, one of the concepts of forensic. Somebody says, "I want to make X amount of money." The question is, what makes you so special that you're going to make X amount of money in this company and more people? Like if we got, say in the world, right? 1% of the population, 1.5% to 2%, make about 10,000 a month, right? In our company, small percentage make a lot of money, right? You say, I want to be that. So if you want to be that, what makes you so special? That means you're willing to do what the rest are not doing, right? Be a host, be a QP, become a QT. Make sure that doesn't matter what's going on other than a life emergency, a family emergency, you're sitting in your car, in the garage, you're doing a call like I am. You know why? Because your people are watching. If you're not doing it, it's not important to you, it's not important to them. Forensic is full of amazing concepts, philosophies that I've built over the past 30 years. So you want to show your people, no matter what. You can't say, business saved my life or my family's life, opulence saved us, being us from where we are, the country we are in, the lifestyle that we're in, give us a dream, and yet I'm too busy to get on a call. I'm too busy to become a qualified host. 5 minutes, by the way, that's all it takes. I'm too busy to become a presenter, which is most basics of anything. I mean, you got to be able to present your business, right? Oh, I'm too busy to learn a few chapters that's in my back office, preloaded, and learn the training so I can support my team to be able to do the business. I'm too busy, but I want to be rich. So, guys, right? I've told everybody from day one, don't tell me you want to be successful unless you tell me, by the way, I'm already registered to be a host, be a QP, be a QT. Because if you're not a leader, the leaders understand their business and their trainings, right? If you're not a leader, you're not going to build a large team. You'll make some money selling products, right? You make some money recruiting people. That's fine. You can make some money that way. It's fine. But if you want the big money, if you want the compensation plan, if you want to be part of 1% in your country, let me repeat. If you want to be part of 1% in your country, doesn't matter what country you're in, and not part of the 99% in your country, you need to be part of the QT program. You need to intercept yourself. Remember, you become part of your environment. You become part of your environment. How many people in your country are making $10,000 a month? Just think about that. We're taking a look how many the average LD3 income, like, it's not average because you have to look at the lifespan, but at least when you look at within certain time span, to get the $10,000 a month, on an average, it's an LD3 position. That's it. It's an LD3 position. It's not that we have a lot of them. I think we created like 31 LD3s during the pandemic, right? I'm taking a look at some of our top guys. They're making 10,000 a week. It's not like it's outrageous. It's actually quite on a lower spectrum. But even at an LD3 level, which is right in the middle of our compensation plan, which the fastest people have done it within 6 months, some 7, some 8, some 10, some too longer, whatever. Doesn't matter. So you come out to LD3, middle of a comp plan, and doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. And now that puts you in the top 1%. 1% of people in your country. What other opportunities do you have? Tell me, in your country, what other opportunities knocking you on the door and saying, hey, by the way, within 6 months to 2 years, whatever it takes you, you could be part of the top 1% in your country, right? It just doesn't happen, Craig. It just doesn't happen. So somebody says, okay, I'm in. How do I do that? Okay, well, let's make you a better version of you. How you do that is we have to give you some new skills. Give you some of the skills are trade related, products, comp plan, all that stuff. Some of them are leadership related, and we have the best of the best in this company. You get it for free. From the leadership side of it, we call it the QT program. So once you go through that process, then you start to understand a lot of things. Things that you know, okay, now I get it, right? Now I get it. By the way, when you go through that process, what happens, you change as a person too. You start to talk differently, you've been more disciplined. All of a sudden, people notice around you. Your prospects who were not joining now, they're joining because you talk different, you sound different. They see, that you're ahead of them. There are, just people notice. Some of you prospects start to get that, some of your distributors start to follow you, and they start to become better. Next thing you know, your CV goes up. Next thing your check goes up. Next thing you know, you're at top 1%. It was a couple of weeks ago, right? I didn't even know. Henry's not that old. Henry's been with us just a little while. And I had no idea. I think he's been with us over 3 years or so. I had no idea last 3 years he's making six-figure incomes. I had no idea. I know because I don't check really the commissions, but I don't know what happened. I said, what is Henry making? So I sent a message to my IT, and I started to realize he has a serious 5-figure monthly income month after month for 3 years. 3 years. So everything I'm telling you, people are doing it already, right? But if you look at Henry's, of course, they move a lot of products and record a lot of people, but the only reason that's happening because he's a leader. People respect him. You've heard him on calls, right? He knows his stuff. He's working hard. I can tell he's working. He's a hard worker. You gain people's respect because you know a lot and you work hard. Then people join you. Nobody wants to join someone who doesn't know anything and as lazy, right? You wouldn't. Can imagine somebody shows up to you and says, and they look lazy and they don't know anything. Would you go invest in that? You won't. You won't. You might buy the product and use it, but vast majority of people will not do that. You show up, know your stuff, you're a hard worker, the product speaks for itself, the comp plan's amazing, the company's impressive, right? And all of a sudden somebody says, okay, the company looks good, the product's amazing, I have self-esteem issues, but looks like Ramin knows what he's doing. Looks like Maria knows what she's doing. These people are strong. I don't feel strong, but they're strong, good products, I'm in. It all comes down together. So somebody said, well, how do I become a Henry? QT program. Nicely packaged into one. What do I do? Learn how to become a host. Host calls like this. How long does it take? 5 minutes to learn how Zoom works, right? And then we give you a script. It's a Zoom script. It's a host script. Just read. If you know how to read, you got that, right? That part is instant. Next level, you go to QP. What's a QP? Get the PowerPoint. Just again, if you can read, right? Now you know how to present. You got a nice dream book. You got a PowerPoint. It's in there. You're presenting, right? You're doing it. We call that the tour. You're presenting. Once you've done that, you're making money. You're presenting for yourself. You're presenting for your people. You're making money. Third, QT. This is where you're respected now. This is where not only you bring a lot of value to your team. Remember, you get paid on the value that you bring to the marketplace. Remember that? Lesson number 1. So much value are you bringing to your team? How much value are you bringing to your organization? You're just sitting there for them to go build it? You're hoping they're building you? Well, that's usually not a good plan. It really isn't a good plan. You need to be strong enough that when you bring people in, even good people, you can give them guidance. You can give them training. You can answer those questions quickly. You can do that presentation. You can do that Sunday training. You can do that Monday night training. Whatever you need to do. Our business is not complicated. As a QT, you cover all three. And QTs are like 4 or 5 chapters. Really, 4 or 5 different courses. It's the most basic part of a business. It's not like, it's not forensic. So you do the QT process. Now your organization would proudly can say, my upline is a qualified trainer of this company. Your people can tell their prospects you're part of a good team because they can see the company is impressive. They can see the products is impressive. Sometimes people will look at their business. They like the company. They don't like you. You know what? They look for somebody else to join with. It happens in MLM a lot. So the company is pretty impressive. No questions asked. They're looking at you. How do I become impressive? Easy. QT program. Know your stuff. You can sell. Anyone can sell products, by the way. Anyone can sell products. And you can make some money doing that. But it's just not going to build a large organization. Some people might even buy the package, LAP package, because they kind of like you. You got some like and trust with them, and the company's impressive. They're excited. They buy. What happens the next day? The next day, you better have a message. The next thing, you better have a plan. They don't. They're new. But you better have a message and a plan for them, or they either become just customers or they quit or whatever the case is. It's not complicated building an MLM organization. You move people. You move them from where they are today on launch day to where they need to be, the next level, and they need to be next level, next level. So, okay, what's the next level? 2 letters, QT program. 2 letters, that's pretty simple, isn't it? Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, here we go again. I'm too busy. So decide between being rich or being too busy. That's your decision. Decide between comfort and busy. Those are your decisions. You can't have both, right? Decide between, and we can have both when you've already made it. I guess I don't need to be busy right now. I choose to be busy because I still got other targets. Some of those targets are you guys. I want to make sure you guys get to those levels too. But when you try to build your empire, when you try to come out of a tough situation, you can't say I'm busy. Choose between busy and rich, busy and comfortable, busy and life's full menu. I'll work 24 hours a day to have access to life's full menu. I've done this 35 years. Look at me today with you. I mean, people say, Ramin, you're always excited. Why are you always excited? Well, I've seen the other side. I've been there. I don't have short memories. I don't forget my tough days. I don't forget that. I know some people have short memories. I don't. I've seen both sides. And I don't care how tough building a company is, and it's tough. It's better and it's easier than not building one. And you're no different than I am. You say you think this is tough? Trust me. It's fraction of how tough it is if you don't build it. So let's frame it all together, put it all together. I'm going to make this a short call today because I actually have to drop some stuff off at this house, get on the road, drive 45 minutes to an hour to go to my place on the sea. That's where my son is. And and I'm on the phone with you right now, right? Talk about if you find yourself saying you're busy, you don't deserve success. You really don't. If you're not making money, you can't be busy for money. And you are making money, you better appreciate how it got there and not be busy for money, right? If you're making money, if you happen to be one of the fortunate people to build a team and whatever, never forget that how it came, it can go. You can't be busy for it. Every paycheck you get through organizational effort requires a thank you to all of them, a support. The best way you can thank your people, be qualified. be a qualified trainer, be a qualified upline. Because if you're not qualified upline, there's not much you can do for them. So you're not appreciating, you're not bringing any value to your organization. So let's put it all together. It's a pretty simple system here. Become a QT. Now, today, host, first level host, 5 minutes. Second, QP, where's a PowerPoint presentation, the back office, go download the latest one, put it in a book, plastic inserts, beautiful, read. And all of a sudden, upline, I want to do a tour for you, do it, downline, partners, let's get together, practice a tour. Next thing you know, you're doing one of these live calls, boom, your QP done, certificate, you got a pin. All of a sudden, as a host, see, this is opulence, right? As a host, there's a lot less people who got a certification. Boom. There's less people here. Now you are not the same as that, right? Then you go to the QP, boom. There's less people there. Now you can have the right to say, I deserve more because you're ahead of, there's less people. You've done more than they haven't done. If you're QT, there's less people up there. Now you can say, I deserve more than everybody else because I am part of the top, I don't know, 5% of the company or whatever that is. And now you're qualified to build an organization, to get a big check, maximize a compensation plan. You know, we look at Rene last week again, he capped his center. And I mean, he's been doing this for, I don't know, 15 years now. But the point is, you talk to him, you already know. He's always updated with the latest information, right? The latest. He knows. I know because he's on the phone with me or message with me like 5 times a day, and that's just me, and then there's Sanaz, and then there's. So again, the guy is a qualified upline. He's a QT. He does my forensic. You know, you talk to Rene, he'll, whatever you need, he has the information for you. He didn't start that way, but you know, he picked up quickly. You don't need to become a Rene to make those type of monies. No, the QT program is not that complicated. It's only 5 or 6 chapters, and all of a sudden you know the basics of the business, and that's enough. That's enough. If you're a QT, that's the information there is enough to get you to the LD 3 or 5 figure monthly income. The information is enough to get you there. Just to close up here, we're evolving that package. Of course, right now, if you're host, if you're QP, you're getting Opulence points. Then if you're QT, you're getting Opulence currency. It's incredible. Imagine this. I want you to react to this. How would you like? Because right now, you know, you have to buy 150, consume, buy or sell. $150 a month or $250 a month to qualify for bonuses, right? How would you like to be qualified for your bonuses, the $150 or $250 a month, without buying anything? How would you like that? Or without paying for anything? Know how you do that? You become a QT. Why? Because when you become a QT, every time you do a presentation or whatever, we give you Opulence currency. Opulence currency, just like cash. You add it all up. I know we constantly, like Emery and Rene and Drusilla, Efra, whatever, whoever, you know, when we get these invoices, right, and we give them Opulence currencies, right, they use as cash. It's like cash, right? So then they use it to buy the product. So all of a sudden, they're qualified for the commissions without spending any money. And they also, not only they qualified, they got products for free to do what they need to do anyways, which is sell products and do presentations, right? So all of a sudden, but because of QT now, so imagine you as a QT will never have to spend a penny, and you qualified for your monthly checks, every single one, plus not just qualified, not just that, plus you're getting free products because we give you Opulence currency because you're a QT doing what you do anyways. So if you're not QT, you're doing it anyways, you're just not getting Opulence currency, right? which is like every other company, right? Obviously, they don't pay you to train a president, but we have a program where we say, go through the process, host, QP, QT, qualified presenter, qualified trainer. And when you do what you do anyways, we'll give you some opulence currency, which you could use to buy products and qualify for your commission. So now you qualify without buying anything just because you went through the process. If you're new, there's no reason why you should not be a QT within 3 to 4 months. There's no way. There's no reason. So to finish up, how do you make a lot of money? Well, you got to build an organization. How do you build an organization? Well, you got to move people. Because if you don't move people, they buy the product once, they quit. They buy the LP once, they quit. It doesn't grow. When you give, people will come in your business no matter what, because there's some products are great. You know, there's a lot of stuff or use cases that we have that people will buy. But the question is, are they duplicating? Are they staying? Do they have longevity? Are they, you know, are they repeating these orders, and are they promoting? And that part happens with you. If you're a qualified upline, you can move them to that next level where they could go ahead and duplicate themselves, build an organization. If you're not qualified, you enjoy the profit the first time and hoping to get it again. Basically, you own a hope plan versus a strategy plan. A hope plan rarely works. But the strategy plan works every time. And it's not that hard. It's called a QT program. Call your offline right tonight. Say, hey, I want that QT program. I want to know how to get there. I want to be a host next week, whatever the case is. Let the company teach me how to become the best version of myself. Because everything you're learning, you're getting better. So, you know, in everything in your life, you're getting better. It's not just about this business, right? So, and the company will do it for you. It's free, will develop you. And now you have the makeup of an individual, of a leader who can build an MLM organization. And you can be part of that 1% in your country. What other offer do you have? Your country, what other offer your country is giving you? The next 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years. What other offer do you have that you could be part of 1% in your country? You don't have an offer. No country has that offer. That's the opulence offer. That's the opulence compensation plan. And we have a track record. We got people who are doing it. It's your turn. Get on QT. So with that, I think I'm going to shut it down. It's got a lot going on tonight. But tell me, is that commitment or what? With all the stuff I got going on, right? At the office all day long, left late, had to go pick up a bunch of stuff, come here, drop off. We got people here, drop the stuff, drive an hour, go see my son, and I'm on the phone with you. You tell me you're busy. And I hope you feel really silly and really kind of within yourself, embarrassed to say, well, I've not done anything because I've been busy or because I'm busy. Next time, because I'm telling you, you got options, busy or rich, right? You get to make that decision every time, busy or rich, busy or comfortable, busy or life's full menu, right? That's a decision you have to make every single time. And hopefully, a lot of us, including myself in the old days, a long time ago, but still, I'd made the busy excuse until I realized busy doesn't get me a good life. Busy doesn't get me further. Busy doesn't get me the life's full menu. I will never look at life's full menu that the top 1% do with that busy. I want it out of busy. I just want to go. Show me the path. I don't care what I've got going on. I'll park on the side of the street in a car and I'll do my work. I'll do my bidding. I'll do what I need to do for life's full menu. Never want to hear that word busy ever again. Busy means lazy. Busy means no vision. Busy means give up. Busy means expired. That's what busy means. Because if you're not those things, you get things done. You get things done. With that, everybody, love you guys. I got to go. 9:43. I think we did good. Stay forensic to the billion. QT program. Call Daniela tomorrow. Call the office. Say, I'm in. And get me on the certification. Good night, everybody.